Hello, good afternoon. We are here at the Adobe Summit here in Las Vegas. My name is Srivatsan. I am the Southeast Asia Managing Director for Adobe, based out of Singapore. And today I have with me Mahesh Subramanian, the CTO of One Championship, to have a chat around how One Championship is becoming an experience business. Hi Mahesh, how are you?
Good, Sri, how are you?
Not too bad. Tell me a little bit about One Championship.
So One Championship started in 2011 by Chatri Sidyatong, a lifelong martial artist. The basis of the company is there are sports media properties in the US, in the UK around NFL, NBA, sports. But in Asia, what unites all of Asia is martial arts. There's a 5,000-year tradition and history of martial arts in Asia. We wanted to capture that. And it's all about humility, courage, how do you win with grace, right? And that's Asian culture for us. And we want to represent that culture. We want to create heroes that our kids can look up to, and that would be our legacy at the end of the day.
Fantastic. So what does it mean for One Championship to be an experience maker?
So One Championship transcends physical, social, and digital, right? So we cut across all of these. What are the touch points today with our customers, right? There's the physical events that we have, where people come and top class production, you feel like you're on a rock show, you enjoy the sport. What are the experiences that we can provide in stadium? What do we provide for the users at home who are unable to make it? What do we provide for the people in 136 countries that we broadcast to today? So it cuts across all of these in terms of the TV broadcast world, in terms of the digital world, right? And how do we cut across and give the same consistent brand experience across all of our customers?
And where are you in this journey?
So in terms of the broadcast, we're pretty well set. So today we broadcast to 136 countries with a potential reach of 1.8 billion. Our digital journey, we started out with social 3 years back. In terms of our own OTT platforms, we're just beginning our journey, really early. Our OTT product rolls out in April, so we're pretty excited about that right now.
That's fantastic. So how is Adobe helping you in this transformation?
So anytime you want to go digital and you want to go OTT, the basis of that is understanding the customer, right? What does the customer want? What is the user journey that you want the customer to take in terms of getting the best of your content, in terms of understanding, in terms of getting the best out of the system that you want to put out to them. That's where Adobe comes in, the base being what's a single source of truth across all of our customers, and that's analytics for us, right? Understand user patterns, understand what do they like, what do they don't like, where are they from, are they graduates, not graduates, income groups, get an understanding so that we can then tailor the content so that they get the best out of the content, fundamentally. And then taking it one step further into creating cohorts, how do you do A/B testing on our customers, how do you campaign, how do you target, and that's the journey that we're taking with Adobe.
Right. I think the fascinating thing for me is how you can take a fairly offline sporting activity and bring all the different ways of enhancing that experience for users using the various digital platforms.
Sure, and we've been lucky in that sense. The sport that we are in lends itself into being a mobile first, digital first kind of sport.
Right.
So all of our bouts are 3 rounds of 5 minutes each. And more than 70% of our bouts end within the first 3 minutes of the first round.
Wow.
So it's bite-sized, snackable, perfect for mobile. You don't have people watching 90 minutes of a soccer match all through on their little tiny devices, right? But this is, you can't take your eyes off the action, right? You don't know somebody's going to get knocked out, what's going to happen, and like, bam, before you realize it, the bout is done. So that way we've been blessed, and we've been lucky to be in the right place at the right time in terms of the mobile revolution that's taking off in Asia. And the experience is now take that mobile and then create experience around looking forward, what do we do 2 years from now, 3 years from now, how do we enhance that experience?
Fantastic. Give me a view as to 2 years down the road, 3 years down the road. How do you see your platforms evolving? How do you continue to enhance your customer experiences?
That's a good question, right? I can sit here and look into the crystal ball and say, 2 years down the line, it's all about AR, VR, more immersive experiences. Today we have people going into the stadium to watch these games. Can I get the stadium to a living room? Can I get people with VR headsets? Can I give them a 360-degree view? Can I get them 7.1 surround? Can I get them immersed in the experience? You turn left, you see the audience. You turn right, you see the audience. You hear the audience, but you're sitting in your living room. The other important thing would be typically sports, when you go to watch, you go to a bunch of friends, a lot of banter going around. It's a more of a community watching experience. Can you get that community watching experience to your living room? So while you're watching, can you interact with your friends? How do you interact with your friends? Is there a friendly banter going on? And like, this sucks, this doesn't, this guy's good, this guy's not. And the conversations are what will propel the sport further, right? Fundamentally. That's where I think it's going right now.
And you have the technology platforms and vision have that implemented?
Sure. In a sense that Adobe is the base on which we're building all of this, right? As I said, analytics. How do you create experience for a consumer in a particular user journey derives from your analytics so that you can then campaign, you bring people in, and then you take them through this whole journey, right? The other important aspect for us would be a user-generated platform, because at one, we are the home of martial arts. So where we see ourselves is, you want to have any kind of martial arts content, you come to one, and that's where you consume. So it's not just content that we produce, it could be content that anybody produces, and then puts it on a platform with a moderation layer, and that's where I think Adobe can play a major role too.
And also, I guess, how to make the sport more global, right?
Absolutely. So for now, we're focused on Asia. Asia is huge, right? It's 4 billion people right there. Right? So right now, this year is all about 24 events, all in Asia, get our market presence complete. Next year, we'll start expanding out. We plan to do around 52 events in a couple of years. That's one every week. So we would be a lot more global.
Fine, thank you. Any final comments before we wrap up in terms of what your experience has been so far? And
So this is the first summit that I've been to. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of learning personally in terms of what Adobe brings to a 360-degree view of a consumer and what we can do with that. And I think there's a lot of work to be done at the end of the day. So pretty exciting.
All right, fantastic. Thank you once again, everybody, for joining. I'm here with Mahesh Subramanian, CTO of One Championship. Thank you so much.